He's been waiting for you to die, and now your eternity is sealed in hell. But Ethan LeBlanc's death was just the beginning. A demon's twisted grin, a name that echoes with dread. You're not just dead, you're their favorite sinner. But what Ethan doesn't know is his role in the ninth circle is yet to be revealed. Neon panic pulses through the night. Sin, hiding beneath. Two-faced sinners wear masks made of human flesh, whispers the shadows. Darkness has teeth. Watch. Reaper's verdict drops hard. Death and eternity in hell. Feel that chilling clarity? And here's the kicker. That I'd be one of them. Friend or foe? Emergency light strobe. Reaper's about to find out. And then it hits. Realization slices through like a knife. The darkness, it reveals more than just shadows. Watch where this lands. I'm awake! Echoes in the void, a jolt of awareness in pitch-black emptiness. Faces barely seen, eyes wide with shock. Excuse me! Breaks the silence. A plea for connection whispered in the dark. Figures murmur in shadows, tensions palpable. A startled voice pierces the gloom. Miss, you look like you've seen a ghost. They dart, fears evident in the dim light. Rip! Fabric tears. Oh, he was beheaded, whispers someone. Fear threads the darkness, settling like heavy dust on forgotten shelves. That hits different. In the void, fear ignites like dry paper catching flame. Really? Of all the ways to go. Poor dear, echoes a voice. The Baron's presence looms larger. A voice stammers, you're all... Before a sharp yank interrupts, the air feels charged, ready to ignite. Eyes like a hawk. The figure with the red scarf stands poised. Eerie calm blankets the forest. But wait for it. Tensions building. A nightmare landscape unfurls. Swirling shadows with countless eyes beneath a blood-red sky. An unsettling calm before the storm. A massive clawed shadow rips through the sky. It's like a dark titan's hand reaching down. The ruins loom etched against crimson. Doom hangs heavy. A graveyard stretches out. Crosses and chains cast long, sinister shadows under a blood-red sky. Among red flowers, a figure in gray searches for grounding. Where am I? Whispers the frightened voice, lost in chaos. A woman snaps, Graves? Her pale eyes flicker. Realization dawns. Isn't it obvious? Echoes, chilling the air. The Baron's presence ripples through darkness. Like a chill that traces the spine of a forgotten tomb. Eyes aglow, wings unfurled. He's a storm incarnate. Statues sentinel under blood-red sky. Trust me, something big's brewing. Accusations fly like daggers. You're in hell, you filthy sinner! Echoes through the fiery ruins. But the Baron? A smile cracks on his face, unmoved by the chaos swirling around. The word they hangs heavy, like a storm cloud. A solitary figure stands amidst tombstones, the skyline a silhouette against a crimson sky. Surprise flickers in their eyes. A shuffle breaks the silence. Stones crunch underfoot as a figure moves. Urgency like a rising tide. Across a battlefield, wings cast dark shadows over the debris. Fear grips her, a vice tightening around her, footsteps distant thunder. He's coming towards me. Cold realization, sharp as ice. Panic. Confusion swirls. Eyes wide, dread etched on her face. What do I do? She thinks frantically, the question echoing in her mind. They close in, whispering secrets under that eerie red glow. The dilemma cuts deep. Run or fight? Do I run? Fight? Can I even escape this place? Close course through her veins like a river. Excitement rattles the air. Shake, shake, I'm a Hoj fan. The enthusiasm is palpable as another voice echoes, I'm a Hoj fan. Silence then settles like dust, speaking volumes without words. Oh my God, I've been waiting for you to die for so long. You're my favorite sinner. The small demon shouts, joy lighting its face. And what the heck is with that hair? So bad. Did you stick your head into a wood chipper? You're so absolutely unimpressive. At least your body is in perfect condition. A small victory. Desperation slices through the air. Please wait. The plea stops time, freezing the room. Does this mean I'm dead? Echoes in the void, uncertainty looming like shadows. I just told you that. You're seriously slow, aren't you? The statement cuts through the darkness, sharp as a blade. The darkness swirls, a red glow igniting. Confusion clouds her thoughts. I don't remember anything. What on earth did I do to end up here? The answer stings. In life, you were the worst of the worst. I was going to send you to an eternity in the 9th circle, says the voice, but decided your situation is perfect to fulfill a certain job for me. Realization strikes hard. I was that bad? She asks, reluctantly accepting her fate. I want you to become the Grim Reaper. An offer cloaked in darkness. I want you to become the Grim Reaper. Reaper rumble. Won't there be some severe image issues? Slices through the disbelief. Amusement flares. I guess you are kind of old. The words linger, teasing the air. Let's go. Anyway, enough of that. Let me explain to you the whole Grim Reaper shindig. A figure with horns and a grin boasts. The waking world is full of sinners walking around without a care. They'll be marked with an X, visible to only a Grim Reaper. Reaper gesture to silhouettes, one marked conspicuously. That's where you come in. Reaping the soul of a sinner will send them straight to hell. Kill one a day to meet your quota. The grin widens. Sound good? Let's shake on it. They swirl around the offer. A shadowy figure pulls everything in gravitational menace. And if I refuse? The hesitant voice cuts through silence. Choices loom heavy, a tug of war between shadow and light. Oh, you can feel it, crossroads moment. Then your sentence in hell will begin immediately. The ultimatum cracks like thunder. Snap, a dark figure asserts the inevitable with a decisive gesture. Then your sentence in hell will begin immediately. A lone gasp echoes, slicing through uncertainty. What? The word trembles, a flicker in the void. I can't feel anything. Heavy as lead, the realization crushes. There's nothing here. Echoes consuming the emptiness. Nothing, murmurs the ether, a whisper in the silence. A figure, lost and small, admits, I don't want to be alone. Snap, a clawed hand pierces the darkness, a phantom's touch. Gasp, the air shatters. That is where you are to spend an eternity. A voice declares, ominous as a storm. The declaration echoes, relentless. That is where you are to spend an eternity. Oblivion. The word carries the chill of finality. Chains rattle against red skies. You are to be sent to the 9th. A horned figure speaks, words dripping with inevitability. A void of absolute nothingness, where you will exist until the end of time itself. They stretch under the weight of eternity. So, about my offer. A horned figure grins, shadows shifting. Well, it's not like I have a choice. A resigned voice acknowledges, the weight of inevitability settling. I knew. The air crackles, foreboding as the red sky. A voice echoes amidst the chaos. We'd come to an understanding. A stark battlefield. Blood-red splatters, ominous silhouettes, haunting scene. Red and black energy explodes. Eyes dart everywhere. Crackling menace fills the void. You feel that tension? A storm's ready to unleash. Accept this power and become a reaper. The dark void pulses with geometric patterns. You're one messed up guy. A voice jabs back. What did you expect? I'm the devil. They stretch long. Beneath the looming label, they, a hooded figure stands resolute. Darkness envelops the gothic scene. Red accents slash through the blackness like wounds. In the void, a claim rings clear. I'm the Grim Reaper. The declaration pierces the blackness, a stark reminder of the inevitable. Urban night shadows chant, find salvation. You feel that? Each red X raises the stakes. Billboards scream, death comes for us all. Feel that chill? Grim reminders above, daring you to face fate. Watch this. Reaper's blush betrays him. Even though I look ridiculous. And just like that, tension slices clean. But hold up, what's coming next? Frustration erupts. What? Is this terrible outfit? And the whirlwind is only starting. Hold up, what's Scarlet's next move? Confusion seizes the young figure. What did he say I have to do again? Silence follows, settling like a fog on a forgotten path. Uncertainty reigns. This guy does not look like a sinner, she thinks. Truth cuts deeper, piercing the facade like a blade through fog. Determination ignites. I have to find out more. The figure advances, drawn like a moth to a flickering flame. Outside World's End Ramen, they warmth shines. Thanks for agreeing to come out with me. A night hinting at fresh starts. In a dim restaurant, a young woman stumbles. My name? Her confusion flickers like a shadow. Her identity elusive, slipping through the cracks of her mind. Cross wrestles with the shadows, struggling to grasp the names slipping through his grasp. Grim, no Reaper, A. They fade, like ghosts in the night. Crack! Scarlet, her name echoes. Tension tightens. Eyes wide, face pale, what's next? A storm cloud of a name lingers. Wow, Scarlet, that's a beautiful name. His surprise clashes with her unease, a dance of light and shadow. Reaper groans, recounting, "Oh yeah, my boss." The words tumble out heavy as lead, burdened with doubt and a looming deadline. Slurp! Hands freeze midair. That sound alters everything. A sudden jolt in the mundane. Yeah, this moment just got a lot more interesting. The Baron's eyes narrow, admiration igniting. Wow, I got lucky. You're a really strong person, aren't you? Those words hit like a warm breeze, genuine and uplifting. Names tumble out. Grim, no, Reaper, Tadksoikian, Cross, is that a name? They spin a web, each piece a mystery. Confusion lingers as someone mutters, "I don't see how this guy is a sinner." Jordan argues, "When I give him a program that works perfectly and he tells me it's broken, that's irritating. Clearly the problem is on his end." Suddenly a voice shouts, "Scarlet!" Eyes glint. A face waits to pounce, tension tight as a spring. The air's thick, just begging for a spark. Watch this, it's about to ignite. Amidst a fiery backdrop, a red X stands out. The suited figure's a live wire, unpredictable and charged, ready to unleash chaos. Reaper gasps, startled by the hooded figure in a red scarf. "Chase!" Echoes, urgency crackling like static. Reaper's voice slices the night sharp. "Whoa, it's almost midnight. Time really does fly when you're having fun. Did you forget about our little deal?" It demands attention. Jordan mutters, "I don't see how this guy is a sinner." They gnaw like a shadow in the void, heavy and consuming. A nod from the shadows. "Huh? Oh, sure, no problem." The Baron's words barely ripple through the alley. What's brewing behind that calm facade? Reaper's face crumbles, vulnerability exposed. "He's done nothing wrong, this isn't fucking fair." Echoes raw, tearing through the abyss. Reaper's mind churns like a tempest. "But if I don't?" They flicker across his face, mirroring the turmoil within. "No!" Boom! The void quakes with that refusal. Panic slams into the barely visible figure, shadow against shadow. "No, no, no," echoes. Fear, a red torrent, envelops a lone figure, spinning like a leaf in chaos. "You win, Satan!" They slice through the darkness. Rage simmers beneath the surface, a promise of vengeance. "I'll kill him," resounds, echoing in the void. Are you?" Echoes like a thunderclap. Stakes rise. The dim tunnel, holding its breath. Slither. Dark tendrils twist, but Scarlet's eyes, they burn like wildfire. Feel that energy? Crash! The red X bites into close. And gravity? It's relentless. Plummeting faster, face first. Hold up, where's this going? Scarlet's eyes blaze with intent. And it gets worse. FWSH, that phantom breeze, it's not leaving quietly. What now? Confusion spills like ink. Wide-eyed, the young figure gasps, "What?" Shadows coil, whispering secrets. In the void, a figure clutches darkness. Tension spikes. Red and black chaos swirls around them. You can feel it. Something's gonna snap. "You're fucking crazy! Don't get any closer!" The Baron's voice detonates, stage set to explode. Red eyes gleam, slicing through the shadowy canvas. The air vibrates with mystery and impending danger. White-haired youth's fury ignites. "I don't know what's going on, but I won't hesitate." Crack. Thunderous words. Slice. The shadow emerges, anger in a red eye, words to hang a blade in gloom. Red droplets pierce black like blood on obsidian. A hidden silhouette lurks in the dim light. Raindrops drum, red eyes blaze, cutting through gloom. Crows caw, wings crack, faces tense about to break. Fear's chill grips, two-toned youth shivers. "I'm sorry," whispers, words heavy in the void's weight. Woman in red, barely lit. Across weary youth faces, relentless darkness. Silence presses like a shadow. Dim chamber, red X draws eyes. "The Grim Reaper?" They slice tension. Eyes wide with desperation. "But we're on the same side," whispers the young man. Hope tries to pierce the shadows. "You can't ignore that plea." A voice slices the silence. "A sinner like you wearing a cross." They pierce like icy needles. You feel that chill. Reaper's face twists into a smirk. How ironic! His laughter booms, shaking everything to its core. Oh, that's a game changer. Scarlet skies hang heavy, shadows whisper danger, cross stands ready, battles on the edge. Chaos unleashed. Watch out, devastation's not just a promise, it's coming. Is this a dream? Close mount, relentless as a storm. Each doubt is a new deluge. Did you really kill me? Calm fracture shadows stretch with truths. You were marked. They slice. Motives scatter like jagged shards across guilt's battlefield. I was a target? They sharpen pretenses unravel completely. You bitch! I should have slit your throat. Venom drips. Each word slice the air with raw fury. Watch how the Baron seethes, it's a storm ready to break. Clink, clank. Chains snarl in the blood-red fog like metal serpents. A shadowy hand grips tight, waiting. Oh, you know something wicked's brewing. Fury erupts. I told you! A monstrous figure snarls, jaws gaping like a dark abyss. Mark's a sinner hangs over the scene, heavy and foreboding as storm clouds gathering on the horizon. The sinner you have brought me! Reverberates, secrets veiled in shadow, echoing with sinister glee. His allure is lethal. Fear tightens, danger looms near. Silhouettes gather, a chilling proclamation. He is a serial killer. Light cuts sharply through the darkness. He has killed 10 women. The knife gleams coldly. You were going to be the 11th. Narration cling. Frustration crackles in the air. But because of your unique circumstances, the tables have turned. They hang there, unresolved, staring you down like a face-off. He has been drawing this sword for 6 panels. Bro, just swing already. Why murder? Her demand storms forth, cutting through shadows. Regret flickers in red eyes. I mean, what's the point? She admits. That confession cuts deep. I like the high of blood draining, he sneers. Twisted joy seeps from his scarred face. You're disgusting, she spits. Her anger slices through the air, shattering any hope of easy resolution. Amidst crimson, a young man questions betrayal. Seriously? His voice echoes, trust shattered against dark silhouettes. The challenge erupts. What's the difference between you and me, Scarlet? Scarlet claw from the depths. Sinners drown for an eternity, he warns. Horns cast shadows over a guilt-ridden sea where souls are swallowed whole. Scarlet's name floats like a whisper in the dark. Scarlet? Her voice trembles, facing the abyss. Satan, what did I do? Watch this, it's all closing in. The grin cuts through shadows, words slither. Telling you would just spoil all the fun. Close grins back. Eyes snap open. I'm back, she whispers. Reality? Wavering like a mirage. Confusion thickens, trapping her no escape now. Blood stains the ground. Tension like a storm. The thought lingers, heavy as lead. His body was there, echoes harshly. He sprints, chased by shadows. Disbelief grips like a vice. Turn, halt. Commands slice through tension. Freezing the moment. A confrontation looms, inevitable as dawn. Gun-drawn stakes skyrocket. The Baron's eyes lock onto cold metal, anticipation crackles. Charged night air, wait for it. A simple revelation turns complex. Reaper reveals the puppet harbors a demon, and the listener's shock ripples like a seismic wave through the room. With a demon inside of it, the words roar, disbelief hits like a storm. Frustration bursts forth. Close isn't backing down. God, you really are so dense! The tension escalates as he adds, You are dead. Your body is. The words hang there, charged. Watch where this lands. Watch where, and then it cuts deeper. Probably off rotting in some ditch. Shing, hope, severed. Hold up, what does Close really know? Satan with a devilish grin states, Using my abilities, I crafted a flesh puppet for your soul to control. His magic reshapes existence. It looks exactly like your old body, Satan assures. His voice, smooth like silk, entices with the promise of lifelike illusion. Satan warns, I may have granted you the pleasure of becoming a grim reaper, but you can't get reckless. The caution slices through arrogance. Satan's words strike like thunder. If you destroy that puppet, you better kiss your sinner quota goodbye. A warning as potent as it is final. Stare. Eye contact electrifies the alley as 2 figures face off. In the shadows, others shift, but these 2? They're commanding the spotlight. The air grin slices through the murk. He stands unyielding. Confidence radiates as palpable as the night's chill. Shit, a gunshot would still definitely kill me. The air admission cuts deep. Jagged silence lingers like the quiet heaviness of an uninvited shadow. Contemplation grips him like gravity. The air think, should I try to kill him? No, he'll probably just shoot. They win this round. The Baron's gaze. It cuts deep. You can feel it. Tension hangs like storm clouds. Watch this, nothing said, but everything spoken. A face marked with a serious red X. Silence slices through the dimness. You can feel it, something big's brewing. The air, gun in hand, looms with a forbidding red X. A stark warning hangs in the air. Words tumble out. Sorry? The tension fractures. Yeah, I acted without thinking. They ripple through the night. Speaking of which, where did he go? The blonde man's question hangs. Curiosity cuts through the dim backdrop. Suddenly, a scream tears the air. I heard a scream, and now the scent of iron in the air. The words weigh heavy, thickening the atmosphere like a storm about to break. Chase's nostrils flare, detecting iron's metallic tang. Doubt flickers. Or is that blood? His mind races, urgency crackling like static as he assesses the gravity. The air face shifts. Tension slices through his calm exterior. His eyes blaze with sudden intensity like a storm brewing beneath a placid surface. I have to kill him. The thought echoes sharp as a blade, a dark promise settling like soot in the night. He attacked you, didn't he? The air accusation reverberates through the alley. Tension coils like a spring, ready to snap. Turn! An abrupt movement catches attention. Surprise ripples through the air like an unexpected gust. Faces turn, shock etched across their features. I'm a detective. The declaration rings out, flat and unyielding. A pause follows. Realization dawns, heavy as a stone dropping into still water. Her step into the shadows. I'm a detective. If they hurt you, I'm going to have to ask you to come with me to the police station to file a report. His words feel hollow against the dark. A murderer roams free, collecting unsuspecting girls. Sin's resolve falters, eyes widen. Realization strikes like a thunderclap. Wait, I can take advantage of this. A plan forms, sharp as a knife. Gaining trust might be the key. The figure in shadows muses, I'm sure they wouldn't mind me taking some suspects off their hands. The room hums with unspoken agreement. Something's brewing. Frustration bubbles over. A young woman dodges one peril, then faces another. Seriously, I get away from that psycho and I run headfirst into a gun. Dark shapes loom in the shadows. A young voice trembles. Are you really a detective? You're here to help me? In the dim light, fear cuts through like a blade. You can feel it. Chase steps forward, voice steady. The name's Chase. Rough introduction, but I'm here to help you. His presence is a lighthouse in a stormy sea. Standing very still, staring meaningfully into the middle distance. Universal sign that something dramatic is about to happen, or that the artist needed to fill space. I'll be happy to cooperate in any way possible, echoes in the darkness. Of course, it'll be, a voice adds, confirming the alliance. Shadows shift, alliances form. Chase's expression flickers with shock, the air heavy with the weight of unsaid words. What? A single phrase shatters the fragile calm, leaving only echoes. A voice slices through the shadows. An idiot. Close whispers, so he's a detective. Truth. It's a cat lurking in the shadows, ready to pounce. Hold on to your hats. Blonde hair glints. Just how corrupt is this police force? Boom! Doubt ignites and spreads like wildfire, settling into the room like a sudden drop in temperature. Confidence slides out from the shadows. Win-win for me. Stakes? Real. A hooded face hiding secrets better than a fortress, and it gets worse. Stakes? Real and deadly. Sin's words hang, sharp and cold. Let's hope you're useful enough for me to let you live, you filthy sinner. And it gets worse. In the void, figures weave plots. Neon glows like a distant storm warning, cutting through whispers with a promise of unease. Whispers crawl like shadows. Wait! They're all looking at me, aren't they? A room full of eyes, pulling tension taut as a bowstring. Defiance stands tall. I told you it wasn't a phase, Mom. They burst against the red backdrop, momentarily defiant before reality sets in. Panic rises. Police office! This is really bad! They fly like arrows. Satan, this is your fault! They swirl, a storm of blame. The dim hallway hums with tension as the question shatters the air. What's he doing here? Close seemed to recoil, demanding an answer. Spoiler alert, nobody knows. Doesn't he have any shame? The words float like a storm cloud, heavy and unavoidable. The room fills with charged silence. Yeah, good luck with that one. A young man with red glasses calmly asks, "Hey, can you wait here?" His voice steadies the darkness, a lighthouse for all to see. "Oh, yeah, sure." The words ripple through the stillness like a stone tossed into a pond. Spoiler alert, there are hidden depths beneath that pond. Plop! Every face in the room snaps to attention. It's the calm before the storm, with curiosity flickering to life like a match struck in the dark. And here comes the chaos. What cartoon is that costume from? They prick the room, peeling back layers of mystery. Even simple questions can reveal profound truths. Main character energy is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. "I'm coming in!" The declaration crashes against the room like tidal waves, commanding attention and breaking the silence with force. Yeah, that escalated. A gray-haired figure with a pen in hand sits in contemplation. The room feels like a calm sea if that sea was hiding a kraken. Just saying. Her voice slices through the air. "Chase! What the hell are you doing here?" Chase stands paralyzed, tension brimming like a storm about to break, and he forgot his umbrella. The words snap like a whip. "Are you even listening to me, Chase?" Silence follows, dense as a gathering thundercloud. The demand strikes like lightning. "Chief, I want access to Case X." A gaze sharpens, icy as shadows stretching at sundown. A voice breaks the chill. "How did you—" "Wait, no, that doesn't matter." They harden, immovable as stone. The two of them are reading completely different scripts. Author wrote it that way on purpose. We are powerless to intervene. Reaper's defiance blazes. "You're not a detective anymore." His determination ignites, fiery and relentless. Watch her face an earthquake in slow motion. Anger cracks its surface, reshaping everything in its path. Yeah, it's determined chaos. "It's really not that simple, Chase," comes the heavy concession, laden with unspoken truths. Reaper stands immovable, a mountain against surging tides. The argument's deeper currents swirl just beneath. Chase's voice cuts through the dim. "Chief, you don't understand." Outside, tension coils tight, the suspect lurks, a storm ready to unleash. Feel that? It's called suspense, folks. In shadow, the suspect sits against a red backdrop, silhouette stretching like twilight's last gasp. Mystery wraps him, an enigma beneath a dark hood. Chase's words pierce disbelief. "Chase, what are you on about? That's impossible," someone exclaims. Unfazed, he insists, "The lady in the case, she has a scar on her mouth." Chase's eyes narrow. "There is no suspect in Case X. There is only a victim." Whoa. His mind races, caught in a whirlwind of truth as he recalls the repeated mantra, "Vasin." There is no suspect in Case X. There is only a victim. Fingers clutch the table's edge, desperation incarnate. A red X blazes across her, fate rejected. His heart? Yeah, it sinks hard like a stone in deep water. Couldn't have planned it worse. Confusion swirls. Seriously? But they look exactly the same. Give Dream dangle by a thread, pleading for a chance to redeem himself. Spoiler alert, they probably won't. He whispers, "Mom." The word lands like a weight. "Seriously, where did you learn to fake cry? Cut it out," comes the exhausted reply. Yeah, that escalated. "This is no Case X, but you can start here," hangs in the air. A lifeline tossed into the void, a chance carved from desperation. "This is no Case X, but you can start here."
And that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this recap and want to see what happens next, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming parts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything, and your support really helps this channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.